Advertising revenue models in digital advertising. Digital advertising operates on structured revenue models that determine how advertisers pay for exposure and how platforms earn income. And these models are essential because they shape advertising strategy, they influence campaign outcomes, and define the relationship between advertisers and digital platforms. Among several existing models, two of the most widely used are the cost per click, we call it the CPC model, and the cost per impression, which is the CPI model. Again, cost per click and cost per impression. And what do we mean by cost per click model? This model, also known as pay per click, which is PPC, is a performance-based advertising system where advertisers pay only when a user clicks on the advertisement. And this means that payment is directly linked to user action rather than just visibility. In this model, advertisers are mainly interested in driving traffic, generating leads, or increasing conversations. And for example, an e-commerce business running ads on Google or social media only pays when a potential customer clicks on the ad and visits their website. And this makes CPC highly measurable and cost efficient because advertisers are paying for actual engagement. So CPC advertising often operates through a bidding system where advertisers compete for ad placements by bidding a keyword or audience segment. So the final ad position or advertising position is influenced not only by the bid amount, but also by the relevance and quality of the advertisement. As a result, highly competitive industries such as finance, fashion, and technology often experience higher CPC rates due to demand. So, which is why we have platforms like Google Ads, Facebook Ads, Instagram Ads commonly use this model because it supports target advertising and measurable performance outcomes. The next, which is cost per impression, the CPI model. It's also known as a CPM, which is cost per mille. And this has to do with cost per 1,000 impressions. And this charges advertisers based on how many times the advertisement is displayed to users, regardless of whether it is clicked. So unlike CPC, CPM or CPI focuses on visibility and exposure rather than direct interaction. And this makes it ideal for brand awareness campaigns where the goal is to ensure that as many people as possible see the advertisement, the more they also get paid. For example, a telecom company launching a new brand campaign may use CPM advertising to repeatedly expose audiences to its message, building familiarity over time. In CPM advertising, advertisers pay a fixed rate for every 1,000 impressions, and this pricing structure is generally more stable and predictable compared to CPC because it is not influenced by user behavior such as clicks or engagement levels. So CPM is commonly used in displaying advertising, including banners, websites, mobile apps, and video advertisement placement, where high traffic ensures wide audience reach. So what are the key difference between CPC and CPI, or what you refer to as CPM, cost per mille? The main difference between the two lies in how success is measured and how payment is triggered. CPC is action-based, meaning advertisers pay only when users interact with the ad by clicking it, and it is best suited for campaigns that focuses on immediate results such as sales, website visits, or lead generation. While CPM, on the other angle, is exposure-based, and this sees to the fact that advertisers pay for the number of times their advertisement is shown, regardless of interaction. So it is best suited for campaigns that focuses on awareness, visibility, and long-term brand recognition. In terms of practical application of this, in digital advertising, the choice between CPC and CPM depends largely on the advertising goals. If the objective is to drive traffic or encourage immediate customer action, CPC is more effective. However, if the goal is to build brand awareness and reach a large audience, then you have to make use of CPM, which is more appropriate. So for platform owners, both models offer different advantages. Platforms with highly engaged users may generate more revenue from CPC campaigns due to high click rates. In contrast, platforms with massive traffic volumes may also benefit from CPM advertising because advertisers pay for every impression delivered. So one could say that CPC and CPM are two foundational revenue models in digital advertising. So while CPC focuses on measurable user action, CPM or CPI emphasizes visibility and reach. So together they provide advertisers and platforms with flexible strategies for achieving different marketing objectives. So as digital advertising continues to evolve, these models remain central to how value is created, how value is measured and monetized in online ecosystem.